Hi, welcome to Australia Zoo. This place is a world-renowned wildlife conservation established by Steve and Terry Irwin. Steve Irwin was one of my childhood heroes, and I feel so lucky to be able to bring my family here. The Australia Zoo is about 1 hour drive from the city of Brisbane, located in the Sunshine Coast.
This is the size of a prehistoric dog.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump!
Even though Steve Irwin is no longer with us, his family and staff has done a very good job in preserving his legacy. As soon as you enter the gates, you will start to notice that this place is different from the other zoos. I have been to so many places like this, but this zoo is by far the best one. The whole experience feels very personal, and you can really see that the staff genuinely cares for the animals. It's almost like Steve Irwin is alive in this place. One of the first animals we visited were the snakes. These bones belong to a 20-year-old reticulated python. It was almost 6 meters long, but the longest one was measured at 10 meters. This fella right here is the common taipan snake, and apparently it is the longest venomous snake in Australia, and also the third most venomous land snake in the world. Only the snake charmers would like this as a pet. This very calm reptile right here is called the tiger snake, and its species account for almost 20% of identified snake bites in Australia from 2005 to 2015. If you get bitten by this snake, a couple of the symptoms you might experience would be a fairly rapid onset of breathing difficulties and paralysis. Now this guy right here you all know. The king cobra is the world's longest venomous snake. When threatened, they use their distinctive hood to appear larger. In this position, an adult king cobra can stand to almost 2 meters tall. I'm not a snake expert, but I can say that this snake commands every respect. No wonder it's called the king. This scary looking fella is called the corn snake. Although it looks like a pit viper, it's actually harmless. Corn snakes lack venom. They kill their prey just like pythons. These snakes are beneficial to humans, as they help control rodent populations, which damage crops and spread diseases. I'm gonna end the snake tour here, as there are too many to mention. Now let's hear some words from our resident hero.
My wildlife with you because humans want to save things that they love. My job, my mission, the reason I've been put onto this planet is to save wildlife. And I thank you for coming with me. Yeah, let's get it.
Wow, spoken like a true hero. I'm pretty sure that if he were alive, he'd be down there helping the animals who were affected by the bushfires.
Today, so I'm already making a mistake. I'm way too close to the water's edge. He can actually feel the vibrations that I'm sending out just by tapping my feet. But the biggest mistake people make is going down into the water. You can see straight away, he gets a big flick in his tail. He's a bit excited. So he's all yours, mate. Go on. Go for it. Thanks, Eric. Such a good mate. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Now that's a perfect example. Now you imagine that this is deep, dark, murky water, but that's a great example of how we can strike.
from the edge of the water just beneath the surface, about half of his body length in the blink of an eye. Who wants to see Harry do something really dumb? What could possibly go wrong?
Now, I'm not going to stay in the water for too long because there's not a lot of room over here. But you can see, even though I was getting further away from him, but closer to the water, that's when he reacted. He went straight back to the water. He's dangerous. You're quite in, there really isn't a lot of room. Oh, he missed that, didn't he? Oh no, it's alright, he got it. Give him a round of applause, guys. Isn't he a friend? The machines they use at a tip to crush cars only have 2,500 pounds. So these guys have greater pressure in those jaws. So if he was to bite me, it'd absolutely wreck my upcoming weekend. But we've shown you the strike from the water's edge a couple of times. We're going to show you something a little bit different. And I'll pass it over to Mick for that one. Thanks, mate.
Right, now what we're going to attempt to show you is certainly not a circus trick and not something a good source of food for Crocodile Hunter's side. Oh man, he's Mr. Harry, can you just jump in and grab it for me now? Sorry, it's on the bottom of the bottle somewhere. Let that be a lesson to you guys, when you're in Northern Australia, you do have to be wary of that tail crocodile.
Now, croc territory is not here on the Sunshine Coast. It begins up in North Queensland, continues over the top of Australia, down to Broome in Western Australia.
Right, so one of the biggest myths about crocs is that they can run fast on land. We're going to try and disprove that today. Get him all the way out. That's his strike rate right there. But once he's out on hard, solid ground, he stops. But that there, for that split second, was honestly absolutely flat out from one tick. Good KFC, mate. There we go. Really not hard to see why he's so slow out on there. He has that huge tail. In the water, propels with speeds of 28 kilometers per hour, allows him to strike half his body length. He's also got a pretty big gun as well. So now, as long as I'm watching him, I'm not going to stay too long, but the point is that's just how slow these guys are. So to avoid them out of the wild, definitely don't do that. But all you have to do is follow a couple of simple guidelines. That's stuff we do every single day when we're working with these guys. So stay 4 to 5 meters back from the water's edge at all times. You'll avoid that initial strike from even the largest recorded crocodile ever, which was over 7 meters long. So stay right back in the water. Do not overhang the water. Definitely never enter the water. You never come into conflict with a large male saltwater crocodile like Bindi.
After the crocodile show, we continued to explore the place. We saw more crocs and alligators, and a couple of giant tortoises. These guys right here can weigh up to 300 kilograms and can live up to 160 years old. As we walked further, we arrived in a koala sanctuary. Did you know that the koala's favorite part of a eucalyptus leaf is the tip? It's because it's the juiciest and softest part. Even though koalas are mammals, they have a very low metabolic rate. That's why they can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. A female koala gives birth 35 days after mating. When a joey is born, it's only about 2 centimeters long, and the mother koala will carry the joey in her pouch. At 7 months, the joey will start to climb its mother's back and is usually independent by 12 months old. According to the Australian Koala Foundation, possibly only as few as 43,000 koalas are left after the devastating bushfires. So please, take a moment to think about this and ask yourself what you can do to help our wildlife. After seeing the koalas, I found myself wandering in a flying bird's enclosure. I felt like I was in Jurassic Park, but only with smaller flying animals, and they're not trying to eat you. Next up is the kangaroo enclosure. According to the zoo's website, these are the eastern gray kangaroos. Their fur is gray-brown in color, and they have small heads and big ears. A big male kangaroo can weigh up to 66 kilograms, while the female kangaroos are only half as heavy, and they can live for up to 20 years in the wild. Unfortunately, their habitat has also been destroyed. As stewards of nature, I think we should do more to protect and preserve our wildlife. The pony trail you can see here is named after Steve Irwin's daughter Bindi, and you can ride one of the ponies from 11 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. This place is a 1,000-acre zoo. It's quite big, and you can get tired after walking a few hours. Luckily, they have a shuttle service, and it's very efficient, up to the last minute. You can just hop on and hop off to the destination of your choosing. Our last stop is the Australia Zoo Wildlife Hospital. It is one of the largest and busiest wildlife hospitals in the world. Its mission is to rescue, rehab and release sick, injured and displaced native wildlife. It's also involved in research that supports the conservation of Australian native fauna. There's also a contest called the Crikey Photography Competition. and the beautiful photographs are displayed in the hospital's lobby. This one's my favorite, as it sends a very powerful message. They also sell eco-friendly products made of bamboo and steel. Well, that's the end of today's vlog. I hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next episode.